Right. So before joining ASAP Front End, I didn't have any careers lined up for me at all. Literally nothing. I wasn't even close to getting an internship. I'd be lucky if I got a rejection letter because most of the time I was left unread or, you know, I didn't get the results I was looking for. I was studying at a university for a bachelor's degree in computer science. And I was taking classes like any other student, but even with all those classes, it wasn't necessarily helping me get the job I wanted. So then I had to turn to free resources, and that just put me on the slow road. So I went from having absolutely no careers lined up for me at all to the present, me having two offers on the table, one being for around 60,000 and my other offer being $75 an hour, the 140,000 a year. I'm pretty sure we know which option I'm going to go for, but that's where I stand today. I got lucky, fortunate enough to get not just one, but two. Both jobs come with the full package: life insurance, health insurance, dental, vision, 401k matching. They both come with it. And that's amazing. You're getting decent pay, one of them crazy pay, and you're still getting benefits with both. They send you travel sometimes, they cover everything. There was so many great things I was hearing about it. So they're both great opportunities. Glad I came across it. Yeah, oh man, I went through so much before joining this program. In the most case for computer science, at least at the university that I went to, they kind of gear you towards software engineering. Yeah, they gave you other courses that dealt with data, like data analytics, data science, but for the most part, it geared you towards software engineering. And I started off with Java, which is a difficult language for someone that's just getting their hands on this kind of stuff. And because of that, it made me completely, it kind of started me off on the wrong foot, and I didn't want to do software engineering until I came across front end development. And I didn't have any classes for it, so I kind of had to turn to free resources. And there was free resources all over, like YouTube. You can go on Google and find other videos. You can read documentation. But no matter what I did, it always kept me on the slow road. Yes, I had access to a bunch of stuff like Udemy and YouTube and even free code camp, but I didn't have any direction. I didn't know what to do next. I didn't know if I should go learn a new language, go learn this framework, or start working on a project with like the vanilla languages. And it just left me constantly going in loops. So I turned to other programs, I guess similar to boot camps, and I joined two. One of them didn't really help me too much. It tried leading me more towards Fiverr work, being a freelance developer, which isn't necessarily bad, but I need something that's more stable, more reliable. So I was looking for more of a job, and that course didn't really help me. It just had us pay, and then that's it. The second course I went to, that one was outrageously expensive, around $5,000, and there was no guarantee that this was all going to help. I came across your boot camp, and it was very tough for me to make that choice to become a member because I knew I was cutting it by the edge if I made this choice. It was very risky for me. I knew it was going to put a massive hole in my wallet. But, sometimes it's important to remember that the most desired kind of knowledge, you kind of have to pay for it most of the time. So I decided to make the leap of faith, and you make the most of what you get. I made the most of it, and now I got what I in return, the 140 a year. I couldn't ask for more. It's crazy. I was tired of working at jobs that didn't have to do anything with my field. I'm going to school for computer science, and it's already difficult as it is trying to find a job in this kind of marketplace. And I know I needed something to help me fast because what I was doing at the time was not helping. And I wanted to do anything I could to get out of that job. I worked at a pharmacy, straight up dead end. You couldn't go far, and it was very, very stressful. There was nothing I wanted more than to get out of there and get in my field. And I knew I needed someone with more experience, someone that knew what they were doing and actually worked the kind of jobs that I wanted. I needed them to help me, and I needed them to talk to me. I came across your videos, and at first, I was like, man, this is just another guy that's trying to sell something. And that was the first thought that came across my mind. But then I kept seeing her videos and videos. And, I started watching more of it. I started doing some more research. And I'm like, you know what? I trust him. I believe that this program will help. Let me hear from him. Let me talk to him at least. We talked to each other. He gave me the rundown of what we're going to be doing and how we're going to go about it. And everything sounded like it was working for me. I'm like, you know, this sounds like it can work and it's very reasonable. Everything was reasonable that was told to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Why not? Definitely. Well, multiple things. Honestly, there's not one thing that sticks out more than the other, for me at least. But I can definitely say the sense of direction. It wasn't more of like I didn't know how to do the things, I just didn't know what to do. Like, and when to do it. This program definitely helped me with that. Literally gave me one project, then another, and then some training, some crash coursing, and then some more practice. And I didn't have to worry about what I had to do next. Oh, I got to go learn this, or maybe I should work on this. All I had to do was just follow the guideline, apply my knowledge to it, and then boom, I got what I wanted. The support system also really helped too. You literally just put your code up for review, people get to it and let you know what you need to work on and what was wrong. That really helped. We both know how many times I've messed up on a project and I kept asking for reviews, asking for people to check it out so I could get it done. I can't tell you how long it would have taken me if I did that on my own. No way. Even with Discord, no way. I found the jobs that I found now by playing the numbers game and knowing how to market myself. I can be an amazing programmer. I can have so many programming skills, be the best of the best, but if I'm not able to market myself properly, then no one will know that I'm there and they won't hire me. So I had to make sure that I was marketable. But honestly, I think the real game changer was the resume template that you've given me and the my portfolio project. I realized once I made that portfolio project and I reamped my resume with you, and you gave me tips and you started running me through it. I started seeing more action. I started seeing more connectivity from these recruiters. I'm not saying that they were all approving my application saying come work with us, but I definitely was getting more attention, more people checking out my profile. That's what mainly did it. I marketed myself, the resume, and the portfolio. That really helped me. I strongly recommend becoming a member of the ASAP front end department program course because before I had no clue how long it would take me. I was in college for 5 years. Not no wonders if I was going to get a job anytime soon or not. I don't know how long I would have stayed at minimum wage jobs. You know how hard it is in the computer science department? Market's tough right now. If you want to speed it up and you want to actually learn with a great roadmap, great projects, and great support, this is the way to go. Whether you spend the money or not, it's going to be hard. It's always going to be hard. It's not going to be any easier just because you avoided this. Even if you do save the money and you can use it for whatever you want any other time, how soon are you going to get that job and how effective are you going to be at it? I'm just saying, I thought the same stuff. I thought the same things. And I even ended up getting close to zero in my bank account. I made the most of the opportunity. It depends what you do with it.